warehouses should be around here someplace. Then we can finally deliver Sanjay's laptop.
Having descended from the peaks of Revelation, our crew come across a warehouse type of district that actually has potential for human survivors. They need to deliver Sanjay's laptop and maybe, just maybe, save the day. Let's do this. This area is very industrious and frankly, pretty confusing to navigate. Before we go anywhere though, check out this Earthfall logo stash, and the way to get there is around the back. Plenty of goods here. And as usual, as you make your way through the level, always check the back of trucks and the tops of trucks if they have ladders. There's actually a surprisingly huge amount of loot stashed away in all sorts of nooks and crannies, including this thing called a shard grenade. I'm not sure if this thing came with the invasion update or not, but I don't remember this thing at all. Basically, it's kind of like the bait grenade, and then it blows up and then they die. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. More often than not, right off the bat, you'll get a boss spawn, so just, keep in mind. I really rather like the level of detail that's on all these abandoned construction sites, things like the moss growing on top, and it's like they're digging for some sewage stuff, but then, of course, the alien invasion happened, so they stopped. But it provides some interesting places to explore. That is, until you get to this warehouse shipping area, and the navigation through this area is very unintuitive and very confusing, especially the first few times you adventure through here. I guess that's pretty realistic for how it would be in real life. It wouldn't be just a perfect video game map if you're trying to survive the alien apocalypse, but gameplay wise, traversing this area is hard. First and foremost, we'll zip up these 2 ladders into this broken warehouse. And from here on out, you basically just have to expect to get stuck and lost all the time, which is kind of frustrating, but like I said earlier, there's all sorts of nooks and crannies with tons of supplies and weapons stashed everywhere, which is kind of cool. I guess it's worth exploring in that sense. But seriously, you're going to get lost a lot. About a third to halfway through these warehouses, you'll run into another boss spawn, and this was really weird. The game actually lagged, like frame rates dropped, and I've never had that happen before, so I don't know if maybe it was just an online thing or what, but yeah, once you make it to this warehouse, you're definitely going to want to invest in booting up the 3D printer and the health station, but the way to do it is very unintuitive. You actually have to hop over to the next warehouse, climb through there, and then hop down right at the end in order to turn on the power. But it's worth it, and such a relief. I think actually you have to do it anyways in order to access the resistance stash across the street.
Heads up! Grenade! Heads up! Grenade!
And this part is actually an endless swarm. You just need to run to the back of this office area to turn off the alarm. So another slightly confusing part, you need to head to the top of this warehouse area and then jump down in order to progress. And so there's no way to climb the semi, there's no ladder or anything, so it's a little unintuitive, but it is quite adventurous, so I guess that's cool. Here we come across to this old stash, look at all this stuff, this is amazing! And there's gun slots on the wall and all this supplies, what's going on here? So this is obviously an old holdout, and then, well, what do you know, Grace pops up over the radio and says, hey, this was our holdout, but we had to move. So just come through, and we're really close, and let's get this party started. So just open the gate, survive the swarm. Oh, and there's tons of propane tanks everywhere. So if you throw an arc grenade, everything's going to blow up. I wouldn't recommend that at first. After you make your way through the maze, you can just walk down the stairs or jump down, but make sure to check out the back just in case there's some sick loot that you might want to grab. Right around this point is also where a boss, more often than not, will spawn, and it kind of makes sense after you just get loaded up with a bunch of sick gear and really powerful weapons. So you may as well use it to shoot down the toughest of the alien invaders. By the way, Blackouts are super fun to fight. These are easily the best alien in the game. So we're in this shipping container train yard area now, and it's so confusing and it's so maze-like. But check everywhere, because look at all this sick stuff. There's grenade launchers, got a second hand cannon. I mean, oh my gosh, there's just so much good stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh, another place with another grenade launcher? Oh yeah, this place is loaded with loot. And that's definitely this map's strongest attributes. Well, we finally make it through all the mazes, and well, here we are. Before proceeding with the finale, however, I'd definitely recommend exploring all the corners of this final standoff. There's lots of loot, lots of weapons, lots of health items, grenades, lots of barricades, and obviously this is more fun with multiple people setting up multiple barricades instead of you just doing everything. But definitely check out the entire map before you retreat to the main warehouse. And you're actually given one final objective. There's a blackout that's causing a blackout, and it needs to be taken down before the facility can be rebooted. Luckily, we have all these grenade launchers and stuff, so yeah, that shouldn't be too hard to take it down.
Here's that laptop you ordered. It's a Sanjay special.
Okay, thanks. We're going to have a lot more company real soon, so gear up and get ready.
And so begins the best finale of the entire game. No joke. So first of all, the 3D printer can print an EF-18, which is the auto combat shotgun, as well as a Valkyrie, that green alien human weapon that just eviscerates everything. Second of all, there's just dozens of barricades, grenades, weapons, everything. This really shows what the Resistance is like with actual living humans, and it's very, very exciting. Once you feel like you've sufficiently prepared, you can go ahead and call in the swarm. And the rest of this basically is just a base defense. They're attacking from the north, they're attacking from the south, they're attacking from the side, and you just run around frantically just killing all these alien invaders from all the different sides. I love this finale. It's absolutely my favorite finale in the entire game. Like, it's very exciting and very fun.
Left side! Get over there! Game time! Look out! Kill it! Prisoner is dead! Check the rear! They're coming! Guard the rear! Hey! Where's the fire, eh? Watch out!
Guard the front.
So, what do I think about R&D? It's hard to say because the beginning and the middle are so like boring and confusing and frustrating. They have their good qualities. There's lots of little hidden pockets of just loot and health items, and that's really fun to discover all this cool stuff just hidden everywhere. But it's just really unintuitive and frustrating to navigate. However, the end level here, this finale, is absolutely, without any doubt, the most exciting and fun finale of the entire game. It's just outrageously fun. So I don't know. It's fun, but I don't know. Oh, what about a checkpoint? I forgot about a checkpoint. Yeah, we'd have a checkpoint probably before we open the door. You know, like right here. Yeah, that's definitely a good spot for the checkpoint. And so everything after this is just fun. Ooh! But before, it's just kind of like annoying and frustrating. So I don't know. It's pretty. Oh my gosh, that guy just flew really far, didn't he? Look at that. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, and for a good reason. This is actually a horde map as well. It's just really, really good. So basically, I rate R&D. Thanks for watching.